Let's get ready for the day 5, and today we are going to observe an adult demo session. Please switch on your cameras. Yes, Sana? You wanted to ask a question?
Ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes.
Actually, ma'am, I'm trying to give my mock, but on the Planet Spark page from last half an hour and 1 hour, it's showing please wait logging you in.
So you can wait for the query session. This is adult demo session. In the query session, you can ask them what is the problem. Maybe they will be able to answer you better. No? Technical problems, they will be able to answer you. Isn't it? Yes, Rani?
Yeah, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes.
Ma'am, see, I have completed my mock 1 today by.
I am not here for mock. You're
No.
confusing. This
I'm
is
not here. Yeah, just would like to know that after giving the mock, am I going to receive any confirmation?
After only one mock you have given, or all the
Yes.
mocks?
No, only one mock.
No, there is no confirmation as such. You will just wait for the results to be, it will flash on your screen itself.
Okay, and another thing, ma'am, in case, suppose if I talk with the client and he has confirmed some, see, the confirmation is there, but the timing, whatever he is going to, going to be comfort, and the timing which I am going to be comfort is different. So what will happen?
So what did your trainer told you in this?
Okay. No. So if suppose I'm taking a demo and I'm going to be his all-time learning buddy, correct? But our timings are not going to match, then
if your timings are not matching, in that case, you will have to negotiate, you will have to adjust. They will also have to adjust a little. And if still the adjustment is not taking place, maybe you have to forego that demo. They'll have to go for, they will have to choose another teacher.
okay, fine.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sana, I can't help you about mocks. What do you need? Tell me. I really can't help you about, if you are asking me about mocks, how will I complete the adult demo session? Yesterday itself, in the 10 a.m. batch and in the 3:30 p.m. batch, I clearly mentioned that tomorrow's session is going to be packed. It is like 1.5 hour session and it has to be completed within 5. So if you have any questions about mocks, I really won't be able to help you. Wait till 5:30 session. Yes, Priyanjit. Go ahead, unmute yourself. Priyanjit.
Audible?
Yes.
Hello. No.
Yes.
Actually, I got a mail today from Tennispark that I have missed my 2 sessions. One is slot confirmation and is adult demo. But adult demo is my right now. I will be doing.
Yes.
So, but
You can
slot
ignore
confirmation
that.
I got.
You can ignore
Oh,
that.
okay. Thank you.
Okay. So let's start off with the grown-up session. Now, first, let us understand how many types of grown-up session we have. We have 2 types of grown-up session. One is for basic English. Another one is for presentation skills. So among these 2, we are going to observe the presentation skills one. And the basic English, if you want to watch, you have it in your day 3, Art of Giving Feedback. Pranamika's case, you can view. Okay. Now, an adult demo class will have 5 different parts, just as we had in senior demo and in junior demo as well. Here also, we will be having a context setting. Second is the introduction to PS skills. Third is a little different from the senior demo and the junior demo. It is unlock homes. And number 4 is creating presentation. And number 5 is final showcase. Let's have a look what all these sections have. If at the end we have extra time, we will discuss about your problems. And give me a second, please. One second, please. Yes. Am I audible to all of you? Everyone? Yes? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Great. So we'll start off with the context setting. Now there will be few differences as compared to the senior demo and the junior demo, has to be. So let's observe this and then maybe we can brainstorm, we can think about what are the different, it's a very, it's very difficult for me. Very less number of cameras are on. First, please switch on your cameras. This is a must for all of your sessions, teachers. You need to be visible on the camera. Sessions are recorded, they are put on YouTube for your understanding also. It's very important, please. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let's get started with the context setting first. So here we are going to set our expectations, of course, and then we will move on to welcoming the learner to the class, getting to know each other and sharing the norms and agenda of the class. Let's get started.
Hello, hi Priyas. Hi, how are you?
Hi, hi Ishita, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I think we'd spoken on phone also earlier, right? Like, I'm so glad that you could take out time for the session
Yeah,
today.
sure.
So, Priyas, I see you've joined from your phone. So before we begin, can I please request you to actually join from a laptop device?
Actually, my brother is using my laptop, so I don't have a laptop. We have only one laptop at home,
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll be able to join with mobile.
Got it. Is your brother attending any meeting or call from your laptop?
I'll have to check, but I don't think he'll be giving me laptop anytime soon.
Oh, okay. Would it be okay if you can just go and check? Actually, it would be so much better if we do the class on the laptop, because there would be a lot of slides that I would be showing you and you'll have to read these slides aloud. We will be sort of preparing for a presentation. So, there would be a lot of work involved. And overall also, like all our classes would also be on a laptop. So you'll be able to experience it better. So don't worry, I'm waiting only. Maybe you can just go and check that, whether your brother would be able to give you laptop right now or not. So yeah.
I'll just go and check, but I'm sure he won't give it right away. It will
Okay.
take some time.
Oh,
I'll still
that's
go and check with him once.
sure. And don't worry, if we need to reschedule, we can reschedule also. Do not worry. But I would definitely want you to join from a laptop. Don't worry. Go
Okay.
take a minute, go and check. And like I'll wait for you. Don't worry.
Sure. Just give me 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You're back.
Hi Ishita.
Yes. Hi, Priyas.
Yes. So sorry, but the fact is I checked with my brother. He's not on the call or something, but the
Okay.
battery of the laptop is so dead. And I
Okay.
don't have charging near me anyway. It's okay with phone. I'm fine with the phone. Let's do it on the call itself.
Okay. So it's okay. You can also move to some other place. See, like again, I'll share that why am I asking? I know you would be like, why is Ishita asking you again and again to join from a laptop? But it would be just a better experience for you. And whenever we are going to check for any service or a product, you always want to see and get the best experience of the same, right? So I do not want that, like due to just from being from a phone, that our experience should be hampered in any way. So if you could just like go to the other room where there is a charging point, do not worry, I'll wait for you. You can take easily 2 to 3 minutes, set up for yourself. I'm here only. Yeah.
Okay, let me check.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's okay. You can drop off from your phone and then join again.
Got it. Sure.
Thank you. All right. Priyas, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Just a second.
Oh, okay. I could just see the virtual background. That's why. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. I know it might have been a bit of trouble, but I'm sure I can promise you that you would have a great experience also now. You'll be able to make the most of this session. Yeah. It just helps to be on the bigger screen. I can also see you properly. You'll be able to see the slides properly and read out properly. So yeah, great.
Great.
Thank you. Okay, so allow me to start sharing my screen. Are we all set up? All good? Have you connected your laptop with the charger?
Yes, I have arranged somewhere.
Okay, amazing. Thank you. Okay. Great. Okay, yeah, so this was something that we have already done, that, we always want our learners to join from laptop because the demos experience is best, the experience is best from a laptop device. And yeah, I hope that, you have a quiet environment around you, less no distraction, so that you can focus completely.
Yes, so this was the context setting. Now let's think what was different from a senior demo session or a junior demo session. What was different in this case? What do you think? Yes, sort of.
I think difference was that because now we're dealing with individuals, so we can directly say them because they are now independent, so that we can tell them to take from laptop or things. Earlier, for junior and senior, we had to contact the parent, convince the parents, and then the parent to do the arrangements and everything. But now, I think things are a bit easier because we can simply contact the individual, and the individual will also understand that yes, why a laptop is needed and what is the purpose of a laptop here.
Okay. What was the difference in the context setting?
Second. Yeah, like we didn't had to take a much time to interact or to kind of gel with the like in the child part, in the senior and junior part, we used to try and kind of ask about their whole day and kind of get to know more about a child because it's a child factor. But here, we don't need that much of effort, that much of interaction on the very part of this to getting to know each other. We can go on a normal level because now we are dealing with mature individuals and they also understand that what is the purpose of whole thing. We don't need to tell them how was your day? What's your favorite color? Why are you here? And all that.
Absolutely. Yes. So mostly what Saurav also said, yes, here 2-3 things we need to understand. The setting of expectations will be a little different from the senior demo, obviously. Parents will not be required. You just need a laptop and a quiet environment. And that expectation is very, very necessary in case of adults because presentation has to be learned. It's very important that you learn a presentation or in fact, your presentation skills on a laptop. Otherwise, you yourself as an individual also will not be able to understand how you are presenting yourself, right? And laptop gives you a better view. Second, about the teaching methodology and the way of conversation, the way the teacher communicated with the learner, that was much more like poised, more calmer, and not that animated as compared to a junior or a senior demo. The voice was more calm, more subtle. The expressions were more subtle, and the expressions on the face, that was also like as which something which is good for an adult, right? Matching to the vibe of the adult learner, it has to be done, right? Yes, you can say. Another thing which I saw, she asked very targeted questions which are not present in a senior demo or a junior demo. She asked, what are you looking forward to? What is the reason why, like why Planet Spark, isn't it? So here we can ask more productive questions and more targeted questions because this is an adult learner. He knows what is he signing up for, and we can directly ask him what are his maybe what is he looking for at Planet Spark, and he'll be able to, yes, straight to the point, yes. So he will be able to explain you what exactly he wants from us, isn't it? So yeah, the conversation will be more targeted, of course, and more productive in nature. Great. So here we saw that the teacher, the laptop, the learner was not ready to join from a laptop. So what did the teacher do when the learner kept on saying that he could not join from a laptop? Anyone? Insist and persuade? How? Like, what will you do? What should be your first step? Saurav has raised his hand. Yes, Saurav.
First, we'll try to understand, empathize with them that yes, their problem is genuine. We understand that this is a genuine issue, even though let's say the person, let's say the brother is playing games. Still, we'll try to understand, empathize with them. we'll say that yes, we can reschedule if in the worst case scenario, or else we can wait for you 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. You take your time, settle properly, manage properly. After they have done that, we'll try to apologize for the inconvenience, but try to ensure that what they have done is the best experience and the best they will get. Like she mentioned, whenever you take a product, you have want to have the best experience ever. We'll emphasize on this factor, and I'm sure a mature individual will understand.
Okay. Okay, Nitin? Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, that first we will understand that what is the problem, why is the student not able to get a laptop. Then we will try to give him possible solutions for that problem. That, like he was saying that
Absolutely, yes.
yeah, my brother is on a call, so the teacher said that if he's not attending something important, then you can request for the laptop.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
first, we usually give the logical reasons. Both of you are correct. Yes, first we give the logical reasons why a laptop is required so that the learner can also understand, okay, laptop is required. And in this case, the laptop was available and it could have been used. So here, first, always remember, first explain the reason why a laptop is required, or in senior case, why both parents are required. And then we give alternatives, or we give options to the learner to do it at some other time, maybe reschedule the class in case if the laptop is not at all available. And she also, what she did, she made the learner comfortable by reiterating, it's okay, don't worry, take your time, I'm right here, I'll be waiting for you. Right? So explain the purpose for better experience, visibility of slides, give options for doing it at some other time if the laptop is not at all available. And she also gave time to the learner by reiterating, it is okay, take your time, no worries. Right? Next part of the context setting. Let's have a look.
All right. So yes, so welcome Priyas. Welcome officially to your first Planet Spark class about delivering a stellar presentation. Okay, so Priyas, what do you think a stellar presentation means?
I have no idea.
Okay. What do you think the word presentation is about? Like, have you heard about presentations or given any presentations in the past?
I have given presentations. I know about presentations.
Mhm.
Whenever you are willing to deliver an idea to someone in a much more graphical sense, or in a sense that everyone can understand easily, that is something that is a presentation.
Perfect, perfect. Absolutely correct, Priyas. And what do you think the word stellar means?
Well structured, maybe. I'm just venturing a guess. I
Okay.
don't know.
Okay, no worries. So yes, so it definitely means something that is really, really good, right? Like something that is amazing. So today, my promise to you is that towards the end of this class, you will be able to deliver a stellar presentation. That means a remarkably well structured and really good presentation on a topic that you will be choosing. Okay.
Got it.
So that's why we are here today. And let me quickly introduce myself. I know I have shared a bit about myself over the phone call, but let me just quickly introduce a bit more. So my name is Ishita, and I'm going to be your learning buddy. Okay, so we are going to, of course, I'm your friend, a friend who's going to help you learn, or we together, both of us would be learning. And I've also transformed. Sorry, yes, Priyas, you were saying something?
I'm just saying, okay, I'm just nodding.
Okay, okay. All right. And I have transformed around 20 individuals on Planet Spark platform alone into leaders by making them confident communicators. Other than that, I have also been an educator for around 7 years now. I have taught adults, I have taught students across a different contexts, helping them achieve their personal goals and everything. So yeah, I'm really looking
Got it.
forward to, yeah, yes, thank you. And I'm really looking forward to this experience with you. So now that you know a little bit about me, I would want you to also, share a bit about yourself. Right now, I do know that you are working at a company and you have a little bit of work experience, but it would be helpful if you can tell me a bit more. And can you see my screen?
I
Yeah,
can.
you can,
Yeah.
right? There are some few sentences over here. You can also use these sentences to give your introduction.
Got it.
Please go ahead.
Cool. I'll start. So my name is Prayas Bhavalkar.
Mhm.
Currently, I'm working as a program associate at Growth School.
Okay.
It's a startup based out of Bangalore.
Mm-hmm.
We deal
Okay.
mostly in upskilling, like very similar what Planet Spark does.
Mm-hmm.
But we have like a technical sense to upskilling people
Okay.
into the growth or marketing or something like those verticals.
Okay.
I have around almost 2 rounds of experience,
Mm-hmm.
2 years of experience,
Okay.
and I wish to pursue my career forward as a growth leader in that where I'm contributing to the revenue growth or
Okay.
customer base growth of the company by be it like product led or marketing led. That is something that I wish to aspire to be.
Amazing.
In my free time, I like to I like cycling a lot. I listen to music. Uh, I play various instruments, so that is something I do. I like reading fictional books. So
Amazing.
that is something that I do in my free time.
Okay.
And being an engineer, I feel like I have a natural sense of problem solving, so that is something I do a lot. I play chess. I like solving puzzles and stuff. That is something I do.
Wow, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Priyas, for sharing all of that. So you're already working at your dream company, it looks like. You're working at Growth School, and you said you want like something in your career that where you
Yeah,
can lead product overall, like
right.
contribute to revenue growth. That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And you mentioned that you can solve a lot of puzzles.
I can, yes.
Amazing. Have you like solved Rubik's Cube?
I do. I have around like 6 sets at my home, so I do that also.
Oh wow, I love solving Rubik Cube, but unfortunately I've never been able to set any record. I always take my own time to solve the Rubik Cube and everything. So maybe something that I can learn from you about solving puzzles.
Sure, sure.
Great. So Priyas, tell me what brings you here? Like what made you, like register for this class? What are you looking forward to that can help you achieve your career goal?
Got it. So for the like past few months or so, I have been going through lots of interviews, right? And given the fact that I am at a stage in my career where like getting to the right path is very necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, I guess when you are able to communicate your craft very well to the interviewer, that helps a lot. So
Got
over
it.
my interviews, I've had some rejections as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when I introspected, I went through my recordings of the interviews. I saw that communication is a factor that I can much improve upon, so
Absolutely.
that I can like whatever I have done so far, whatever I aspire to be, whatever my skills is that is something that present well to the communicate well to the interviewer.
Right.
So that is something that brings me to Planet Spark, the communication skill part.
Got it. Understood. So I totally agree to that. Like the moment we are able to communicate ourselves better in front of others, especially in these setups, interview setups, right? It's so important because you have just say sometimes 30 minutes of time or 45 minutes
Right.
of time. And we have to show to the other person, to the interviewer, that hey, we are worth, or we can really do well at this role or in this job or something.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's true. Amazing. Great. So I really like that, you are already aware of what you want to work on, what you need to work on. So that's great. So
Yes. So this is the rest of the context setting where the teacher welcomes the learner to the class and get to know each other. Last part is where you share the norms and the agenda of the session.
for this entire class, Riyaz, there are 2 norms that I would want you to keep in mind at all times. Okay. Can you please read out the first one on the left side?
Speak up, ask, share.
Yes. What do you think this means?
I need to speak a lot in these sessions. It's not just you telling things.
Correct. Absolutely. Yes. So I would want you to, speak up. This is not at all a teacher-led session, I would say. This is the place where we will be having a lot of interaction, right? Especially you mentioned about interviews, and today in these times, interviews have also turned into conversation. Yeah. So I would want you to ask questions wherever you have not understood, or maybe you are just curious about learning something new, right? And also share wherever you feel that you already know something. Please do go ahead and share. Okay. You can keep yourself off mute at all times. Only 2 of us are there in the class. So there's no need to even put yourself on mute. You can just share whenever an idea is coming to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And can
Can
you
you give me one quick second? I'll just adjust my laptop.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should I begin?
No? Yeah, thank you.
Begin? Yeah, okay. Okay, so the second norm, could you please read that as well?
High energy, use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Correct. Yes. So I know it's quite late at night, and I'm sure like you're working, so you would have a hectic day as well. But to make the best of this class, I would want you to be highly energetic, okay, at all times. And how we can do that is the more we use our hands, like, when I'm speaking, I'm using my hands to show some
Right.
gestures. Use your complete face. So give your expressions using your face, your eyes,
Got
and
it.
your active voice. Okay, that's how we'll be energetic today. Yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
I'll try my best.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And another thing to remember, whenever you feel you have understood something, you can hear me properly, there will be some videos that we will be playing. Just give me a thumbs up. And if you feel you have not understood what I'm trying to say, you have a question or anything, you can show me a thumbs down. I'll understand it.
Yes. So this is the last part of the context setting. So here you share the norms. This is what we are going to do, and this is how we are going to do. Next is introduction to PA skills, where we are going to introduce a game which is very similar to the senior demo as well. What we did, that is known as emotional request. So let's have a look.
As I was telling you in the beginning, right, that today I will be teaching you easiest way to deliver a convincing presentation, a presentation where, if you want to convince an audience to hear your idea, or to get to, or just, get excited about what you want to say, then that's what we'll be learning today. And in just 3 steps. Yeah, are you excited to learn these 3
Sure.
steps? Okay,
Sure.
I
That's
can
the
see.
first.
Yes, I can see you smiling, and I feel like definitely we can go ahead then. So I think
Yeah.
we are not going to have a monotonous class over here. Okay, we are going to do a lot of activities, and this is how all our classes are also designed. So let's start with
Okay.
the first activity. Okay, all right. So can you read out the name of this game or activity?
Let us play emotional request.
Emotional request, and there are some images on the right hand side. What do you think
Yeah.
this game could be about?
Maybe understanding expressions,
Yes,
finding clues through the expressions.
okay, very close. Yes, so definitely it's about something to do with your expressions, what kind of faces do we make and everything. Let me give you further instructions.
Okay.
So I will be showing you certain sentence or a statement, okay, and then there will be an emotion also listed here. There,
Got
you
it.
will have to speak the sentence using that emotion. And while you do that, what are we going to do? Can you read the second instruction, please?
Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion. Got it.
Yeah, so you have to use your hands, your face, your voice to show that emotion. Okay. All right. Let me do one example. Okay. I'll share one example and then you can do the rest. So this
Yeah.
is the statement and I have to speak this in happy emotion. Okay.
Okay.
Statement is I have been stuck in traffic for past 5 hours. Okay. All right. So I'll share first. I have been stuck in traffic for last 5 hours. Okay. So what do you think? Was I too happy about being stuck in traffic?
Yeah. It's like you love being stuck in traffic.
Exactly. So you see what we are doing here? We have to
Got it.
use
Yeah.
all of our face, our hands, our voice to express that emotion. Okay?
Got it.
Are you ready for your sentence? Next
Yeah.
sentence?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Sad emotion.
Okay. Hooray! I finally got promoted in my job.
Well done. Nice. I could see you using your hand, covering your face, and just like lowering your voice. That grave, dull voice. Very nice. All right. Ready for more?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. I just love relaxing by the beach.
This was so much better than the previous one, Prayas. It's like, making that fist, clenching your jaw. That's really nice. Well done. Anyone would believe that, yes, you are so angry about just relaxing by the beach.
I actually hate beaches, so I guess that's
Oh,
natural.
so it was natural. Okay. Amazing. Okay, next one. Confused. Emotion.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will definitely eat Chinese for dinner today.
Nice. And you saw what we did here, right? There's a definitely, but we are also confused. But I really liked how
Yeah.
you make that gesture and, also made that sound of, that adds on the effect, right? So very good. Well done, Priyas. That was definitely an emotional performance. Yeah. You were able to display different kinds of emotion, be it sad or, angry and the confused one. So well done.
So this was the activity. And as we have seen in any demos that we take, After each and every activity, it is very important to debrief the activity so as to ensure that the learner as well as the parents, in case if there are parents, in this case, learner also understands the significance of body language, voice modulation, and confidence in public speaking. Right. So after this, we are going to debrief the activity.
And I think what did you learn from this activity? Before I share, I would want you to share that, what stood out from this activity to you?
I guess, like given the fact that the statements were very like opposite from what the emotion was,
Mm-hmm.
so I guess like the fact like what we learn is like if it was a natural sentence, that is very natural, like comes naturally.
Mm-hmm.
What I guess I learned is like even whatever the sentence is, you can dwell it in a particular emotion that you do.
Exactly. And what do you think the person who's going to watch you, especially let's say the example of angry statement that you said, right? Like I
Mhm.
love relaxing by the way you said it. The one listening to you, would that person focus on your words or more on your expression?
I guess more on expressions.
Yes, exactly, Priyas. Thank you so much for sharing that. And this is exactly what is today's Spark tip, Spark confidence tip. So the language that we are speaking, right? If you refer to this image over here, that's just the tip of it, right? Tip of the iceberg. But if we
Right.
want to really convey our message to someone, in that case, what we need is our entire like verbal language as well as the non-verbal language, which is actually our body language, right?
Got
And
it.
what all did you use in your body language? You use your
Hands,
hands, your
face,
face, and even your eyes.
eyes, right.
You also use your teeth, in fact. You were like sort of, it's like you were pressing your
Clenching material, right.
clenching your jaw, yeah? So yeah, that's how you just showed your body language. And yeah, that conveys your confidence, your belief in your point, and also adds depth to your message. Yeah.
Got it.
Now, a question for you. I know you have sort of shared a bit about this initially when you shared why you are here, but I would want to ask you in general, why do you think these skills or, that body language, confidence, using an effective voice are important skills to have or to learn?
I guess the fact is like in today's world, there's lots of competition. Only the technical skills or the work experience that you do is not like almost everyone has similar work experience, similar good education. That is very common nowadays. What sets you apart is how well is someone able to convince the person who is listening to you, or maybe make him understand that yes, you are something that is worth putting in. So
Absolutely.
that is something that brings like confidence in your speech very important.
Perfect.
Yes. So this is the debrief. Okay. So yes, after debriefing the whole activity, also try to ask the learner's opinion. Why does he think body language or voice modulation or confidence is such an important part of public speaking? Next is a game which is called Unlock Homes. Now, this is different from what we had in previous two demos. Here, we are going to give a concept of arguments and evidences. Let's have a look, then I'll explain.
Now, this game is called Unlock Holmes. Where do you think this game is coming from? Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, correct. Who's a detective, right? So
Right.
you will now be also a detective. Can you wear your detective hat? Let's just make our detective hat. Come on.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So now you're wearing your detective hat. Okay. And what we have to do is, here are the instructions. Can you please read out the 2 points under instructions?
Okay. You will given a statement. Okay.
You will be given, sorry about that. You will be given a statement. Yeah.
Okay. Find the best proof to support the statement. Got it.
Yeah. So there would be one statement, and then I'll give you 3 options as its proof. And you have to find the best proof that supports that statement. All right.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's try. So yes. So the first statement is employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. So let me do this as an example for you. Okay.
Okay.
Of how I'm thinking, and then you can do the next one. So okay.
Sure.
So saying that employees should get paid for sleeping in the office. Now the option 1 says, I want this policy because who doesn't like sleeping? Okay, not really a good proof. A good point, but not really a good proof. Then second option, I think sleeping should be encouraged since it helps people in dreaming, and a person who can dream big can achieve bigger heights. Okay.
It's okay.
Let's see the third one.
I really like your prompts though.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, let's look at the third one.
Yeah.
According to a 2015 study in the Journal of Psychology and Psychiatry, sleep could directly impact the behavior of an individual, including memory, cognition, and performance. Okay, well, now that sounds something like a well-researched evidence. So what I will choose
Mhm.
the option 3. Do you agree with me or disagree with me?
I guess I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, and why do you
But like
think?
still what I feel is like that is a general sleep. Like it is something that is researched for sleep.
Mhm.
I don't know
Agree.
how that is related very well to why should you get paid for sleeping in the office. That is
Interesting.
something
Very
I'm
good
still
point.
not.
Good point, actually. So maybe if we could have added more details or some point around sleeping in office, particularly,
Office.
that would have been a best proof
Yeah.
evidence.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much, Priyas, for that. Like, I think I can take that feedback and discuss it with my team as well. Thank you. But yeah, like I think amongst the 3 options, option 3 right now is the best suited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's how we are going to play this game, right? So now I'm going to show you 2 sentences, and for each you'll be doing the same activity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready? Okay. Okay. So yes, we have done this one.
Yes, so this is the games, the unlock homes, where we introduce a particular statement and the learner has to find out the best evidence for that statement. So first you conduct the activity and second will be debriefing the activity. Let's have a look.
A 2-day work week should be made mandatory in corporates.
Yes. And yes, these are your 3 options. You can maybe take a
Can I
minute.
read this in my mind itself?
Sure,
Just
sure.
hold
Yes,
on.
please take a minute, read these, and then tell me which one do you think would be the best evidence.
I guess option 2 is the correct one.
Okay. And what makes you say that? Why do you think so?
It has some factual information. It seems like it's a research-based outcome.
Absolutely. You are absolutely correct, Priyas. Very good. So yes, you're definitely good at solving puzzles. You have unlocked homes. And yes, you're right. Why this is the best evidence? Because it has a factual evidence, right? Like 40% increase in productivity. And it's a well-researched point. They took a sample data from Microsoft Japan's offices, and that's when they did the entire study and then gave this factual evidence. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would want you to now, remember this activity because we'll be using this further when you'll be making your own presentation. Okay, so let's keep this activity in
Okay.
our mind. But yes, I have to say that was really a rational performance. You helped me out in solving my first state.
Right. So here the debriefing is just that you just need to tell the learner that this is an activity that we are going to use in creating our presentation also. Now remember this one thing, in this video we saw only 2 questions, I think. In the original PPT, the presentation, you have 3 questions. I think so. Just check once. So one can be done by you. You can model out the first one for the learner and the rest 2 can be done by him, right? Okay, so conduct the activity in this third part and then debrief the activity. Number 4 is creating presentation. Now, creating presentation is the longest part of this whole demo session. Let me debrief it in, give you an idea of what it is in a brief. Now, creating presentation, I will show you in 4 parts. First video is about what are the different parts of a presentation. What are the different parts? Introduction, body, and conclusion. Okay. And apart from that, in video number 1, I will also show you how the teacher gives a topic. There are 2 topics. The learner can choose in between those 2 topics. This is done in order to make sure that the learner, whenever he thinks, when we give the concept of the hook statement or the thesis statement or arguments, evidences, then he will be thinking in one direction only. So just to give a proper direction to his thoughts, we are giving him a topic so that he will be creating his arguments later on that topic. And this is the first video. So the first video, will introduce the different parts of the presentation, and it will also contain the topics, the two topics which will be given to the learner. Next, the second video is introduction, third is conclusion, and the fourth is third is introduction, second is introduction, then the body, and then the conclusion. Okay. So let's start off with the first one first, and then I'll explain further.
To a point where, we will be, I had made you a promise, right? So we will be learning how to make deliver a convincing presentation just in 3 steps. Now for that, of course, we need a topic, right? So these are the 2 topics in front of you. The left one says, companies should go back to work from office. And the right one says, work from home is the future of work. Which one would you want to choose?
I guess the first one, companies should go back to work from home.
First one, are you also working from office?
Yes, I.
Oh, that's why. Okay. So you would not want to continue to work from home?
I don't think so. It's like very boring at home.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. So great. So you have chosen your topic. You are opting for companies who should go back to work from office. Now, the 3 steps that I was talking about are that, first we build out the introduction of the presentation. Second, we work on the body of the presentation. And third, we work on the conclusion part. Yeah. So these are the 3 steps. And we are going to work on each step here for your topic, which is that companies should go back to work from office. All right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So this is the first part, first video of creating presentation. The next video is going to introduce the introduction. And again, I think I told you on day 2 or day 3, every new concept will be taught in and it will have a structured approach, right? So for example, in the senior demo, we saw there was a structured approach towards learning the speech, right? There was ethos, pathos, and logos. Similarly, here also we are having activity and then the video and then going on to his presentation. So in the second video that I'm going to show you, first there will be an activity so that the learner can understand the concept of what introduction is. And then we will show a video of R. Madhavan so that he can identify what are the parts of introduction in there, in that speech. And then he can create his own presentation, his own introduction, okay, on the topic which he has chosen. So let's see the second one. So
make a really good introduction using a fun game. Okay. So you'll be given a topic on the next slide, and I would want you to select the introduction that grabs your attention or hooks your attention. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So yeah. So can you read out the first sentence, please?
Communication skills are important to succeed in life.
And these are the 3 options. I would want you to read aloud all the 3 options, please. And then we'll think that which one is the best introduction, best hook for us.
You want me to read them aloud? Or can I read it in my mind?
Read them aloud, please. Yeah. Thank you.
So good morning, everyone. Presentation on the topic, importance of communication skills.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a secret weapon that top managers and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? Yes, it is. And that one is communication is the ability to convey information to others in a clear and concise manner. Okay.
Yes.
I guess the second option grabs the most of my time.
Second one. And why is that? Why do you think it will grab attention or, really make your audience interested?
I guess the first one is very like traditional approach to giving out the introduction.
Yes.
A very like plain introduction. Second one is something that is kind of a hook question.
That's true. Yes, that's absolutely correct, right? So let me just show also. So yes, so can you see that hook symbol also above option 2, right? So that's true, right? You rightly mentioned that, when we could just start with this question that is there a secret weapon that top leaders, managers, and entrepreneurs use to get ahead in business and in life? In that case, you're sort of like making your audience also excited that, oh, like what is the secret weapon that he's going to now talk about, right? And that's where their interest would spike, we just pique their curiosity. So yes, so that would be the best hook. And followed by that, there are 2 lines written below. Can you read those 2 lines as well?
Okay. So today I would like to present my views on why communication skills are important to succeed in life.
Exactly. And that's when you club that line, those two lines, that's when your
Mhm.
introduction is complete, right? Okay.
Got it. Got it.
Let's look at one more example.
Okay.
Personal
Is
brand.
personal branding is important for growth.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read out the options as well?
Okay, it's okay. This time you can read it in your own mind.
Great. I guess option 1 is the most.
Okay, and why is that?
Starts with an example, so people connect more, I guess.
Yes, exactly. It starts with an example, right? People will be able to connect to Aman Gupta, especially after Shark Tank.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've heard about Shark Tank or not.
I have.
You have, right? So after Shark Tank, Aman Gupta has become very popular. He's the board founder. So, just referring to someone who's already successful also helps. And taking
Right.
the person's example and then coming to the point, right? And can you read out
Mhm.
again the two lines at the bottom of the slide, please?
Okay. So I would like to present my view on why personal branding is important for growth.
Correct, right? So you're absolutely correct. The first one is the best hook amongst these all because it will be able to build a connect with the audience very quickly, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so I think I'll
Yeah.
skip the third one. So yes, very striking performance. I was also hooked to your performance. And what we did just now was understand that what are the parts of an introduction, right? So an introduction actually has two parts. Can you read out what are these two parts?
A hook and a thesis.
Correct, right? So a hook is something that grabs attention, right? Whereas what is a thesis? Can you read that out?
Statement that tells the main point of the presentation.
Exactly. Can you tell me what was the thesis statement that you saw in both the slides for personal branding? Yeah,
The 2 lines that we, I guess, read at the last.
absolutely right. So while say for the first one, communication skills are important to succeed in life, while option 2 was the hook, the 2 lines that followed it now shared the thesis, right? That we are going to talk about communication skills today. Yeah, in a
Got it.
very
Yep.
brief, crisp manner. So every introduction has 2 parts. Which are these 2 parts, Prayas? First one,
A hook and a thesis.
a thesis. Amazing. Okay, great. So I think we have understood this, have we? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So now what we will be doing, we'll be also watching a video where R. Madhavan was giving a speech at Harvard Business School. Do you know who is R. Madhavan?
I know, yeah.
No, who is he?
He's an actor.
He's an actor. That's right. He's a fabulous actor, very experienced, a veteran, basically. And he was giving a speech at Harvard Business School about India at 2030. So while I'm going to say this speech, I would want you to, identify the hook and thesis from what he's saying. Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Let me know if you are able to hear the speech, the video. Okay.
Due to the stress you.
Oh, sorry. My bad. Just a moment. All right. Let me just share my screen again. Sorry about that.
First of all, thank you very much for having me here at the Inspire series. It's worked dramatically. I'm already inspired to be addressing this really august intellectual gathering of people from Harvard, a place that my mother thought I will never reach. But you know what? A lot of people have spoken before me and eloquently and described their dreams for India and given figures and facts that either are skeptical and, like Mr. Ober says, aspirational. But I'm just an actor. And I'm going to just give you my dream shamelessly, because that's the thing that I can do best. And by that I mean, when we talk of dreams, we have one of our greatest scientists and philanthropists, Dr. Abdul Kalam, and he said something which is very interesting. He said, dreams are not what you have when you sleep. The true dreams are the ones that don't let you sleep. He said that when you have that dream once, it's a dream. When you have it twice, it becomes a desire. And when you see it for the third time consecutively, it becomes a passion, an aim, and a goal. And that is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030. And Abraham Lincoln also was a dreamer. And, but he said.
All right. I think I'll pause here. Yes. So what do you think in a speech, which part was the, the hook and the thesis?
So I guess the hook part was when he, I guess there were two hooks in the video.
Mm-hmm.
First one was when he mentioned himself as an actor, and the first part when he addressed the school. The second one, I guess, was the reference of Dr. Abdul Kalam
Correct.
and his statement that he used a lot about the dreams.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let me go back to the slides and let's see if you've been able to mention it correctly. So yes, definitely the second part that you mentioned, right? Like, of course, the first part was also a part of introduction, but he was just like
Mhm.
setting up the stage and everything.
Right.
But the moment he talks about, APJ Abdul Kalam's quote about
Right.
dreams and that they don't let you sleep and everything, that was the hook he used, right?
Yeah.
And with that, what was the thesis?
That is the passion with which I want to see this fantasy that I have for India 2030.
Yes, and then he went on to share that why he was there in the first place, right?
Right.
He was there to share about his dream for India 2030. So
Right.
he used a very famous quote by a famous personality and then followed it by a statement that showed that why he was there, right? So this was the
Got it.
introduction that R. Madhavan used. Yeah.
Right.
Now let's go back to our topic. Do you remember what was the topic that you have selected?
Yeah, yeah.
It
So
is
companies should go back to work from office.
exactly, yes. So well done on identifying the right hook and thesis. Now we are going back to our presentation topic, which is companies should go back to work from office.
Mhm.
And yeah, so these are different hook statements. Okay. And of course, there's an option where you can also come up with your own hook. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would now want you to read out these hooks and see that which one would you want to use for your own introduction. Are you reading these? Or
I
just
am.
reading on your own? Okay, got it. So
I like the second hook the best, I guess.
okay, the second one, the best one. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember. So can you read the second one aloud?
I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office.
To start working from office. Amazing. Great. Okay. And why did you choose this book?
I guess I relate to that hook a lot. I
Okay.
had been working from home for past few months and it is like just a disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. And I think it's also very dramatic if you read it. It helps your audience. Like it grabs their attention because there's some dramatic actions involved. Like remember holding
Right.
my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. So a bit of exaggeration that also helps in
Yeah.
grabbing everyone's attention, right? And there's your thesis. Now, do you want to read out your hook and thesis together for your introduction?
Sure.
Okay.
So I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with dry, irritated eyes. I was so done. I decided to start working from office. Hello everyone. Today I would like to present my views on the topic why companies should go back to work from office.
Amazing, amazing. I could see you also remembering something that we learned in our first game and using your voice and pausing at the right places. That was really nice. Great. Okay. So let's move ahead. So your introduction, I'm sure, would definitely hook your manager also.
Right. So this was the first part, introduction. So there was a flow, there is a structured approach towards learning this particular part of the presentation. First, there was an activity to make him understand what is hook, what is thesis. And then there was a video of R. Madhavan, which introduced the different parts, I mean, the parts of the introduction, what is a hook, how he presented his thesis statement. And then finally, the presentation, the topic of his presentation. So this is the first one where you build the introduction, then comes body and then the conclusion. Again, the same approach will be followed. There will be an activity, then video, and then the presentation. But here the activity is already done, isn't it? In the third step, we had done unlock homes. That activity was actually to introduce argument and evidences. And that is what we are going to use in the body as well. Okay, let's have a look.
Part, which is the body. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, a body has two parts. Which are these two parts, Prayas? Can you please read these out?
Argument and evidence.
Argument and evidence, right? Do you remember the second game that we played? Unlock
Yeah.
Hope? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So the first piece over there in Unlock Homes also, where you were reading a sentence out loud. That was the argument. Can you tell me what is an argument? It's written right over here.
Statement that establishes a point of view or a claim.
Right. Like your claim, or what is the statement that you want to convey or you want people to get convinced on. And with that argument, we have to always give it evidence, right? Which you were also trying to identify in the Unlock Homes game. Yeah. So
Right.
you provide a proof. Right. So yes, so we have already solved 2 cases. So let's just look at once again at one of these, right? So remember this line, the argument that we had read, employees should get paid for sleeping. And for that, we had chosen the third evidence. Yeah.
Right.
And why, can you just, I know you already know this, but just to remember and revise, why did we choose the third one as the evidence?
Seemed like researched and had some factual information involved.
Absolutely, right? So evidence has to be something that is researched point, a factual data, documented information. Then only we will be able to support our argument, right?
Right.
Great. So again, we are going to go back to our speech where, our Madhavan is giving the same speech. And here I would want you to continue to identify arguments and evidence. There may be one argument or more than one. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me then go to his speech.
That I have dreamt for my nation. He said, if I have 6 hours to cut down a tree, then I will spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. There's a great philosophy in that. In this era of instant gratification, we just keep thinking we can achieve all these goals by just tweaking this, tweaking that. It's not true. I really believe that, that a missionary zeal is required to make that quantum change. That can make 2030 what I'm dreaming about right now. And just let's look at India as a country. What a unique nation, seriously. Thousands of years old of culture and tradition, many invasions, being ruled for many years, and we still somehow managed to maintain our identity. We still somehow have managed to maintain our Indianness, our beliefs, our faith. And, there has been, we have our drawbacks. There is corruption, there is violence, there is differences between the different religions and sects and castes and everything. But I can't help but think, looking at India, at the geography, that we're not doing really that bad. Look at all the other nations around in the world. Look at our neighbors. Compared to that, there is somebody in India who's doing something right for us to be called a growing economy and being projected as the 3rd largest economy in 2026 and the most educated and young nation in the world. And it's still functional democracy. So let's first accept the fact that there is somebody, some people in India with the right ideas and the ability to lead the nation to where we are today.
Okay. All right. So yes, so do you think you were able to identify the arguments and the evidences from here?
I guess I was.
Okay.
One of the arguments that I identified was when he talks about India as a growing economy, and the evidence being the census data that he talked about, that we are world's 3rd largest growing economy, and we have leaders and stuff like that.
All right, very good, Prayas. Very good observation skills, I must say. And was there any other argument as well?
In the start of the in the speech, he also mentioned about diversity a lot. So there's diversity in religion, dialect, sex, different things, and still there is a unifiedness or Indianness that he says within us. That is something.
And he also gives the evidence for that. Can you recall what was the evidence?
I don't recall.
Oh, okay, no worries. Let's have a look. So you're absolutely right for the first one. You have identified one of the argument really well, where he talks about, look at our neighbors and compared to them, there is somebody in India who is doing something right for us to be called a growing economy. And then he shares the evidence, what you rightly mentioned, Prayas, that it is projected as the 3rd largest economy in 2026, right?
Right.
On the right-hand side, you will see actually the second argument that he makes. Of course, there is no factual, like a number or a figure over here, but he does give an evidence to this also. So rightly, you were mentioned that, he talks about India being a diverse country and with a lot of things. And then he also says that, we are also capable of finding very unique solutions to the problems that generally the world faces. And then he says, we found freedom through non-cooperation, non-violence, and talks about, how Mahatma Gandhi led the entire freedom movement. Yeah. So this is the second argument and evidence that we could find. Yeah. So can you see that how, each and every argument that he was sharing was supported with an evidence?
Evidence, right.
Yeah. Now, what do you think we'll be doing now?
I guess we'll go back to our example and put the same thing.
exactly. You got it now. Yeah. And so amazing mindful performance, Priyas, on identifying the argument and evidence. And we go back to our topic, which is companies should go back to working from office. So here are few ideas for
I'm
you.
so sorry.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
I can, yes.
Yeah, all right. Okay. So yeah, so I was saying that there are a few examples here that you can refer to, but what I would want you to do is come up with your argument and a supporting evidence. And you can take help from the above two statements given here.
Okay. I'll just give it a read and
Sorry, say that again, please.
I'll just give it a read and then I'll
Sure. Yes, please do. Please go ahead.
Okay, cool. Let's do it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yes. So what would be your
So
argument and evidence?
my argument would be work from office helps people to be more productive, deliver their 100%, and meet deadlines in an efficient way.
Okay.
And according to a study or a survey by the HRs about like HRs of Society of HRs, about 60% of professionals were reported that employees are more productive when working in the office.
All right, interesting. I see how you've added your own points also, that being productive, meeting deadlines
Right.
at work and everything, and then you gave your evidence as well. Very good. Okay, will you be able to remember these points? Because towards the end, I'm going to ask you to give an entire presentation. Do you want to like quickly jot these down?
I will.
Yeah.
So this was the second part, and this is building your body. Again, activity was already done. Video was there. Video helped him to understand what is the argument, what are the arguments presented, and what were the evidences also given up, supported the arguments. So now coming to the conclusion, again, the same structure, activity, video, and then the presentation. Let's have
Okay,
it.
now comes the last part, which is the third part, Priyas?
The conclusion.
The conclusion, correct. And can you see the two parts of conclusion also here?
Yeah. Summary and plea.
Summary and plea, correct. Now let's play one last activity before we
Okay.
go to our final presentation, or we'll be also watching our Madhavan speech again. But before that, one small activity for you, okay? So
Okay.
for that summary, what is it? It's about condensing the main points from a text to a shorter form, being more brief, right?
Mhm.
And a plea is what is a plea, Priyas? Can you read that, please?
It's a formal request or appeal that is made to someone.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So now this game is called Coin Size. What do you think this is coming from? Which word are we trying to say here? Is it really
Concise.
concise? Absolutely right. So you will be given a paragraph on positive thinking, and
Okay.
you can take a minute and you have to summarize the paragraph in your own words. Okay.
Got it.
So this is the paragraph here.
Do I need to read this aloud or can I read it in my mind?
It's okay. You can whatever works for you best. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So how would you want to summarize this?
Uh,
Please go ahead.
good. So the paragraph talks about. Sorry. I'll just go to the summary.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So when we focus on the positive things in our life, we take a positive outlook.
Okay.
It aids our. It has mental health benefit. It has reduced stress, improves immune system, and life satisfaction. And this has been proven time after time. So that isn't.
Okay. Nice attempt, Riya. Thank you so much for sharing that. Now, would you want to see how we have also tried to summarize it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this was the first one. Do you think this
Mhm.
is a good one?
I guess too long.
Too long, lengthy, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the second one. Very similar to, I think, what you also mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to show you the third one. What about this one?
Very concise, very short. Yeah.
Very concise, short, right? So we
Mhm.
just clubbed all the benefits of positive thinking, and we are saying that positive thinking has numerous benefits, including
Right.
increased chances of success and improved physical and mental health. Right. So rather than
Right.
mentioning about all the points, because all the points have been discussed, so we just
Mhm.
summarized it in few lines. Yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see where you could have also improved in your summarization?
I have. Yes.
All right. Okay. So now again, we go back to the speech, and I would want you to identify the summary in his speech. So, yeah.
Got it. Yeah.
A second. Allow me a second, please. Just
Yeah.
all right. Are we ready to watch the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I dream of a 2030 where students the world over will dream of a blue card, will dream of having once actually come to India and study and imbibe the knowledge that we have as a nation. It used to be true. We were the first university in the world. Nalanda was a university where people came in from far and wide. So it's not a pipe dream. It's a practical dream that I have, and I think that's easily attainable. And finally, before I wind up, I think I dream of a 2030 where we have a meritocratic electoral base which selects its leaders and whose leaders believe that it is more important to serve with a missionary zeal.
All right. I think that would be it. Okay. And yes, so I would want you to now tell me what part of it was the summary. Okay. Okay. So what was it?
So I guess he talks of like he summarizes in a way where he emphasizes on the rural India part. He talks about how rural India should be also as developed and as aspiring as the rest of the world or rest of the country.
Perfect. And was there any plea that he was making?
No, I don't think so. He didn't plea anything.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Again, very good observation skills, Prayas. So this part, which is written on the left-hand side, is the summary, where he talks about, as you rightly identified. So I dream of a 2030 where rural India is as developed as the rest of the world, is as aspirational as the rest of the India, and so on. Yeah. So he's
Got it.
summarizing his dream in a really articulate, simpler manner.
Right.
Yeah. And yes, you were right. There was no plea made. So not every presentation may have a plea. But yes, when we are trying to convince someone on a topic, then we need to make a plea towards the end, right? Like a request.
Right.
So yes. And now
Understand.
comes your own presentation, accurate observation, as I already mentioned. So going back to your topic, Prayas, about companies should go back to work from office. What would you want your summary and plea to be? And you can use these sentences to frame your complete summary and plea. Yeah.
Okay.
You can take a minute or so, don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health,
Okay.
and a healthy lifestyle. I would hence request all companies to make some amendments in their policy and switch to a work from office role, which has been the case for so many times.
Amazing. Amazing. Great. Thank you so much, Prayas. I hope you remember your words again, especially for summary you made.
So that was the conclusion part, and that was the end of creating presentation. This is the longest part of your demo. Yes, so now we will move on to the final showcase, final showdown by the learner, and then asking for 3 key takeaways. Let's have a look.
Now, when we combine all these components together, right? Remember, we started by saying that we have 3 parts, and each part has also sub-parts. So having an introduction with a very interesting hook that can grab someone's attention, and a thesis, then a body with good argument and supporting evidence, and finally a conclusion that will summarize your points so that everyone can understand the gist of it, and then also making a request, a plea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you ready to give your presentation, combine all the pieces of your presentation and be also able to deliver it now?
Sure, yes.
Yes. Okay. I love the energy. So final showdown now, Prayas. Remember, we have spoken about using our hands,
Mhm.
are face, eyes, and voice, right?
Yeah,
So I want you to remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So here are these slides that may help you as well. So you can refer. Do you remember which hook you chose?
I remember holding my head. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Okay. All the best, Priyas. All the very best.
Yeah, thank
Do
you.
you need a minute to be ready?
Yeah, I'll just take like 5-10 seconds to just go through it all.
Sure, sure.
Good. Next.
All right. Okay, I'm very excited. So yes, so imagine you're convincing me to allow work from office. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, all the best.
Thank you. I remember holding my head and looking at the screen with so many irritated eyes. And I said to myself, I was done. I decided to start working from office now. Hello, everyone. Today, I would like to present my view on the topic why companies should go back to work from office. Work from office helps a lot when it makes us our lifestyle better. It improves our physical and mental health and also increases productivity. This has been researched well, and also according to a study taken by HR reps, it was found out that 60% of the employees found that their productivity was much more increased while working from office. Finally, I would like to point out that work from office leads to increased productivity, better physical and mental health, and improved lifestyle. And I would hence request all the companies to make small amendments to their policy and switch to a completely work from office, as it was the case 2 or 3 years back.
Amazing.
Yes, so here the learner presents on the topic. The whole thing being brought together, the introduction, the body, the conclusion, everything together. And here comes the feedback. Now, while you are giving the feedback to an adult learner, it is important to first ask for the opinion of the learner. So you can ask the opinion of the learner, how was your performance? What do you think? How would you rate yourself? And where do you where did you think you got stuck, or maybe you need help? So first we can ask the opinion from the learner, and then maybe we can give our own feedback. So this is the feedback.
And
you.
towards the end, is it okay if I give you quick feedback on your presentation?
Sure, of course, I
Or
love
maybe actually, maybe, why don't you share? What do you think you did really well in your presentation?
I could have worked better on the fluency part, I guess.
Okay.
I broke down in bits and pieces.
Mhm.
I did well on the hook statement. The hook statement was really good. I was able to remember the entire study part that was there.
Yeah.
So that is something that I think I did well.
I agree. I agree. I think you identified a really good hook, and I think you were also able to, say the argument and
Mhm.
add on your points and give a very good evidence and then summarize it pretty well. So I really liked how you were able to put in your content. That shows your critical thinking skills as well. I think in terms of delivering, I felt like I do agree with your observation, and again, I think you're very self-aware also that you could have been definitely more fluent. And I saw you started using your hand gesture, like I was holding my head, that was really nice. But I felt like while you were sharing more, it's sort of like like you
Flew
didn't
away.
continue to use it.
Right.
So I think in general, whenever we are giving presentation, it always helps to use some gestures, give more expression. So that is something that we can work on. Yeah.
Right, so this is the feedback part, and finally the 3 key takeaways. I'm not playing that. So you can ask for the 3 key takeaways at the end. Remember, these are the 5 different parts of an adult demo session: the context setting, introduction to PS skills, unlock homes, creating presentation, and finally the final showcase where the learner has to present on the topic. So that's the end of adult demo session. Yes. Any questions related to adult demo session? Yes, Saurav.
Ma'am, I have two quick questions. Like usually what happens in junior and senior, there were no bifurcations, but in the adult demo, we have two different sections. One is basic English and one is presentation skills. So
Hmm.
how are we going to decide like for which learner should we go for the presentation and for which learner we're going to have the basic English?
So for that, they already have that option when they fill up the inquiry form.
Okay.
That you will come to know in the slot confirmation call itself. And when you are accepting a grown-up learner as well, that time also it would be written there.
So
Okay,
the
and
entire curriculum will be different for that. If a basic English learner's curriculum will be completely different from a presentation learner whose curriculum, right?
yeah, for basic English, the curriculum will be different. And for the advanced level, the curriculum is different.
And how does the slot confirmation work? It is quite similar to the senior one. Just we don't have the confirmation of the parent. We have directly with the learner.
Exactly, yes. The setting expectation part will be a little different. You will skip the parent part. Apart from that, understanding the parent's expectation, there you have to understand the expectations of the learner. And the next set of questions where you are trying to know about the child, maybe you can ask questions about the learner. Where does he work? What is his profession? What is he looking forward to in Planet Spark? And there
Like
itself, you will come.
similarly, when we ask the parents what concerns do you have from the sports, what do you want your child to be? Similar question will ask the learner, the grown up instead of the parent factor.
Yes. So why public speaking? What is your goal? Like why public speaking has to be a part of your career objective? So that targeted questions basically. Right.
Got it.
Okay, great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. If you have any queries related mocks, please ask in the query session. There will be a person from the technical team. He'll be helping you out. Demo presentation will be the same for basic English student or will it be different? No, it is different. Check out your teacher's handbook. Both are very different from each other. The presentation, I think it's already given in the teacher's handbook, isn't it? Yeah. The presentation is, yeah, it is given. Okay, then I'll take a leave. Thank you so much. Do well in your mocks. If you have any technical glitches, please make sure you raise it up in the 5:30 session. Don't worry, even if it is getting late, even if you cross the deadline, I'm telling this to you all because you all are joining the adult demo session also. It might be a case where you are having a technical difficulty and because of which you are getting late. It is absolutely fine. Raise your issues in the query session. We will be considering all your mocks. Don't worry. Okay. Even if it is delayed a little bit, maybe you are submitting at, instead of 7, you submit it at 8 or 9. Don't think that it will not be considered. It will be considered. Okay. Demo material site is lagging a lot. Which demo material site? The teacher's handbook you're talking about, I believe. So I'll send it to you. Wait. You can use this link, Ishan. Great, Devamalya. Great. Okay, then I'll take, yes, Rani.
Yeah, ma'am. As you said, like there is a team behind that query. So I would like to ask one thing. I have attempted that mock 1 today. That is for senior level. But I have not got any confirmation like I have done and my mock is into the evaluation part.
Okay. Does your results shows pending? Result section?
No, nothing is showing. It is just like attempting kind of memo is only coming.
Attempt mock.
Attempt mock. Again, it is coming like attempt mock.
But it should show as result is pending. You can discuss
No.
this in the query session. That how will I know whether my mock has been submitted or not? Isn't
Okay,
it?
okay. At 5:30, right?
Yes. No, if you give your mocks, okay, 1 second. I'll just share one of the screens with you. Wait. So this is how it should show. It should show as result pending.
No, it is not showing like this. Mine
I
is showing.
hope you have
still-
given the first mock.
Yeah, mock first only.
Mock 1 and not mock 3.
Wait, yeah,
Because
mock 1
the
only I have given, which is
organization-
deadline is. Yeah.
Organization is a little up and down. So mock 1 comes later and mock 3 comes first. Don't get confused. First you do mock 1.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, mock 1 only I have
Mock 1 you have-
appeared. Yeah.
Then it should show somewhat like this, result pending.
No, not like that. It is not showing like that.
Then it has not gotten submitted.
So what to do now?
You discuss this in the query session and get your time extended.
Yeah.
Do it. Okay. First you
Okay.
ask them, why is it showing I have submitted? How will I know whether it has been submitted or not? Because in the dashboard, it is not showing. Okay. You can ask this.
Mhm. Okay, fine, no issue. Because
Yes.
there are 15 questions and all are time taking. So reattempting is very tough for me again till
I
7:30.
understand. Yes.
Yeah.
I understand.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yes, Saurav.
Ma'am, just a quick question I have. Like from the sessions, the training sessions from Monday to Friday, which we had, I have just missed one session. Not missed as in, I just was a bit late to attend that and it's showing missed for me. So is it going to affect my onboarding for the process here? Something like that?
I did not understand. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, I was saying, so the sessions which we had from Monday to Friday. So
Mhm.
in that session, one of the sessions I missed that was, I think, giving feedback session. Yeah.
Only
giving-
one session, right?
Yeah, yeah. So it's going to affect the training or onboarding, anything like that?
No.
No.
Onboarding only will be affected by your mocks. Apart from mocks, nothing will affect your onboarding.
Sure. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Rahila, it was your dashboard only which I was showing. I'm so sorry. I'll go back to the dashboard. I'm so sorry. 1 second. So Rahila, this is yours only. Okay. You can see your mock 1 says result pending. It is fine. Okay. Okay, I'll need to leave. It is already 5. Yes. Yes, Pavitra.
Ma'am, the person who spoke previously, they said that they have attempted their mock, but it shows still attempt mock, right? So I have a solution for it because I got the same issue this morning when I attended.
Refresh.
But when you again press the button attempt mock again, if you press, it shows that you have already submitted your mock, and then
That
after
is-
5 minutes, the result pending appears in the screen. That's
There you
how
go.
it'll be
Rani has
okay.
given a thumbs up. Yes.
Yeah,
That means
okay.
it works. Okay, Rani, you just check it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, then I'll take a leave. Is it possible to share screen during the mock? No. No. You cannot share the screen in the mock. Please make sure. Why don't you watch all the videos on the teacher's handbook? All the how-to videos have been given to you. Please watch them. Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Have a great day and all the best for your mocks. Bye-bye, everyone.